Hello, and thank you for your time. I would love to take just a few minutes and share with you my business proposal. I would like to present to you the Hotel Imagination. This is a hotel that contains rooms that are themed and geared primarily to children. As a value proposition, I would like to invite families to stay and get away. This hotel is for those families with limited time and cash. The Hotel Imagination provides a way to escape the world while staying close to home. Families, especially those with younger children, are always looking for a way to have fun and get away. Oftentimes, they do not have the time, the money, or the means to travel to some exotic location. At the Hotel Imagination, families can be swept away to a princess's castle or be thrown into a battle with their favorite superheroes. They could sleep on a distant planet or play hide and seek in the middle of the rainforest. At this hotel, families can stay in fun-themed rooms for an affordable price. They can escape for a night or two without having to worry about the time or cost of traveling far away. This is also a great place for parties. Bring all their friends for a party that they won't forget. My minimal viable product, or MVP, is a website that shows off the different rooms that are available at the hotel. I was originally planning on making a pamphlet that could be handed out, but found that most people would prefer to not have a paper copy that they would likely throw away. By having a website available, I can showcase the variety of options that are available, and anyone with access to the internet can see what is available. With more than 700,000 households in Utah and over 76% of those households being families, Salt Lake City seemed to be an ideal location to open this hotel. Originally, I had families as my customer segment, but I've learned that it is usually the mom who does most of the research when planning vacations or parties. I have found the customer segment that I would most be trying to reach is the middle to upper class mother of young children, usually 3 to 8 years old. She would have a family income of 50,000 to 150,000 per year. Usually the type that would be driving a minivan to take her kids and their friends to all their activities. This hotel can simplify her job of finding a location for her children's big party or for an inexpensive getaway for the family. As the mother being the target market, you can see here the way that she thinks and feels, what she hears, what she says and does, what she sees. The pains that she has is not having a lot of money for an elaborate vacation, and the family does not have a lot of time off of work to travel. With this hotel, it is an inexpensive alternative to traveling far away for an elaborate vacation. They can stay local for a night or two while still having the experience of getting away. With customer relationships, it is important to remember get, keep, and grow. To get the customer, I would have billboards and other advertisements around town showing the different rooms available and the excitement of the children in those rooms. To keep customers, I would have rewards programs where the customer can earn rewards for each stay. After they reach a certain amount of rewards, they could earn a free night at the hotel or other rewards. To grow the customer, I would offer premium packages for recurring customers where they could pay additional fees for specialty services at the hotel. To help with the viral loop, I will offer referral and discounts for those customers that refer friends and families to come to the hotel. There will be 3 main access points that the customer can use to book a stay with us. First, travel websites like Travelocity, Expedia, or Kayak can be used for those customers that are less familiar with the hotel and are looking for options in the area. We will also have our own website, which is where we will try to drive most of the traffic. This is for those customers that we are able to reach through our marketing efforts. We will also encourage guests to come to the hotel and talk with our staff and get tours of the available rooms. With these 3 channels, it will bring our customers to our hotel. There are 2 important potential partners that we have. The first is travel websites. Websites like Expedia, Travelocity, and Kayak. Some of the risks is that the customers, when searching these sites, may find other options that are available through their site. However, the rewards are we could find additional customers that may not have heard our location who see us on those sites. It could be disastrous for us. Some rewards, however, is there could be discounts for larger quantities ordered. We are able to offer quality food products, and we are able to get most of our foods from one source. The important resources to remember are the physical, financial, human resources, and intellectual resources. One of the physical resources that we would need is to have an artist who is able to paint murals in the rooms to make them exciting and realistic. Our financial resource would be a venture capitalist that would help fund and get the project going. Our human resources would include the staff that are there to help run the hotel and make sure that the guests have a pleasant experience. The intellectual resources that we would need would include getting the rights from companies like Disney or Marvel to use their images in our rooms to make it more exciting for our guests. Before we can get started with this hotel, there are two major key activities that we need to do. The first is finding a location. Without the location, obviously there is not anything that we can do to get the business going. The second is designing the room and constructing those rooms. This will involve finding designers, getting and approving their plans, finding a company to construct and create the rooms, and finding artists for the murals on the walls, and getting decorators to put on the finishing touches. Revenues, the customer will come and choose the room or venue that they need. They will also choose any extras, and then they will choose their method payment. As long as the payment method is accepted, the customer will stay in the hotel, in which they will have the option of getting additional services. After that, all of those charges are totaled up and the customer is charged, which leads to our revenue. The major metrics that matter in this business are the average daily rates, making sure that the rates for the rooms are an appropriate rate that will be enough to get make sure the daily rates are high enough to make a profit but low enough to attract customers. The revenue per available rooms is also important, knowing what the revenue can be for each individual room. The average occupancy rate, making sure we know which rooms are being used and how often we are using and filling up the hotel. The average length of stay, understanding how long our customers are staying and understanding how long our customers are staying. And our burn rate. We need to know how fast we are going through our revenues. With my interview insights, as I've asked people, I've had quite a few interview insights were very important in this process. This helped me focus more on what I needed to do. I needed to focus on moms instead of families and having moms be who our target market is, knowing that they are the ones that are generally finding this information. I've also found that there could be a lot of interest in a hotel like this, but at the same time, it needs to be low enough in price to appeal to most families. Doing a SWOT analysis, I have found that the strengths of this hotel could be that it is a different hotel experience, that it is geared towards children. It's different concept than most of our competition. We are able to be local and it is relatively inexpensive. Some of the weaknesses include that this business is new and unknown and our name is not out there. The initial costs to get this business are also very high. There is no current customer base at this time, so there's no feedback to help to gain other customers. Some opportunities that we have is that it is a new idea for families to try. It can become a local hotspot, and it is a different type of place for children's party that families may not be used to. New technologies are available that can also enhance the all-around customer experience. Some trials are customers' needs for the latest and greatest, the possibility of copycats, being able to expand into other markets, and the availability of good locations. With my initial canvas, it was very bare and there was not a lot of information. As I've gone through this process, I have found much more information and know that it is something that is ever changing and will continue to grow and as more information is found. Again, I'd like to thank you for your time and for listening to this proposal. Thank you very much.